Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody is doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are y'all all doing today? We are back live on the main channel once again for some more Danmachi Memoria Freese. We're not fucking leaving. We're not fucking leaving at all. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing well. Let me ping everybody that we're live in Discord right now. Live right now with Danmachi Memoria Freese. Come hang out. 1 second. Let me just do this. There we go. Tweeting it out right now. Putting it in there. There we go. Hello everybody. Welcome. I'm not gonna lie. A majority of the stream is gonna be this. I ain't gonna front. Today's stream is primarily gonna be this screen because unfortunately I forgot how long the downloads would take on Danmemo, not gonna lie. Even though Ketsu literally said that on the day of the game, you know, dying, and he was downloading the JP version, I completely forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely forgot. I completely forgot, and I started the download 2 hours ago. Yeah, we're here. The first download took about an hour and a half, and now we're here. Hopefully we get through slowly but surely. I mean, it's downloading 5 gigs of data. Like, it's gotta be somewhat fast. I hope. I kind of hope. In the meantime, however, you know, we can chat. We can maybe do some Doncro in the meantime as well, potentially. We'll see. But, of course, you might be wondering, Gale, you said Danmemo was dead. What happened here then? What happened here? What are we doing here? Well, Danmemo is dead internationally, but not in Japan. No. It's still going on in Japan. In fact, they recently released some Hero Festa units, which we talked about actually on the day of the game dying. So, Gail, you said Danmemo is dead. Well, what happened here? Well, that's what I'm explaining. You know, like I said, internationally, Danmemo is dead, but not in Japan. In fact, they recently released Hero Festa units in the form of Wealth and Haruhime, which hopefully we might summon for today. We'll see, of course. And yeah, I mean, as such, we are going to be jumping over and migrating to the JP version of the game. However temporarily it may be. We don't know how long the JP version is going to last either, to be quite honest. But as long as they're making money and as long as the game is alive, I have no complaints, and we will be there. Another thing is that I've put the game on my PC now, so my phone is free from gacha games. The only thing that's on it, well, I actually still have gacha games on it so that I can play it on the go. But for the most part, it's only Pokemon Go I'm playing on my phone, which thumbs up there. Thank God for that. Not letting go. Abso-freaking-lutely. We ain't letting go. We're not fucking leaving. We ain't fucking leaving. Thankfully, unlike Wolf of Wall Street, this is not a scam. And, you know, we can, you know, continue grinding on Danmachi Battle Chronicle for the, Danmemo for the time being without any repercussions until the WFS devs just email me saying, fucker, stop playing our game. Enough. We let you go. There's no reason for you to stay here. I know you're an addict for this damn thing. It's like a cocaine addict, basically. But you gotta let go, bro. You gotta let go. I hope we get a game as good as Danmemo again sometime, honestly. It's too hard, man. I feel like it's just an improbability, sadly. Or when I say an improbability, it's not an impossibility. I just think the probability is really low of it happening. Because like I said, I feel like Danmemo is such a 1 in 1,000 gacha game. Delete it. Gun fingers, just the gun symbol, water gun symbol in the chat. No, but I think it's very unlikely. I think it's very, very fucking unlikely, sadly. It's just hard to make a game like this in this day and age, I feel, unless you're one of the big corporations, right? Because the thing is, 1, the devs have to be backing it, and 2, in this era, I feel especially, right? Danmemo has way more of a responsible, or a new Danmachi game that's like Danmemo has much more expectations relying on it in terms of quality, and when I say quality, in terms of the style of gameplay, graphics, and so on and so forth. And exactly what Kat said. It'd have to be HSR or Genshin like. A lot of games now have to transition to that, and a lot of Japanese studios aren't, which is the reason why they just don't perform as well as, you know, the Chinese gacha games are doing, and also Korean games as well, for that matter as well. Which is why I kind of have some hope and expectation from NeoWiz, because they're a Korean studio, not a Japanese studio. They are getting help from Gree, but at least they have that Korean background to them, which will potentially allow us to get some expectations and some hype from that. Give me transfer account? No, I'm going to be starting fresh. From zero, baby. From zero. I'm going to be starting from zero. This is going to be a completely fresh start for me as well. We'll have to see how it goes. Sadly, we cannot transfer our account. I mean, I wish we could. I really wish we could. It would have been amazing if we could. It would have made my life so much more easier. Maybe I should start JP Danmemo 2 just for nostalgia's sake. I mean, I think it's worth it. I mean, there's no harm in it. The only thing is you'll have to get through thousands of hours of data download, unfortunately, because it's stupid. I still don't understand why they never fixed this issue in Danmemo. Why are the download times just so slow? Even on the global servers, it was the same situation. It would be so hard to recommend this game to people because getting through the initial download in itself would basically take upwards of 5 hours. I ain't gonna front. This is my first gacha that I whale. For me, second. I don't remember if I whaled on Dokkan first or on this first. Where did I get the JP APK from? Is there a link in the Discord server? I downloaded it via QO app. So go, if you don't know what QO app is, or you can do it via TapTap as well, actually. These are third-party Android stores, basically, or Play stores, effectively. So they're not Play Store, but they're an app store nonetheless. And it allows you to download any game you want, pretty much. That is not FGO in the case of QO app, because there's a big story behind that. I'll talk about that later on as well. But they allow you to download any game from any region you want, as long as it's available on the region's Play Store. They probably will have it. So yeah, that's where I got Danmemo's APK from, or downloaded it via QO app, basically. I can actually show it to you guys. It'll just cause the screen to go into a bit of craziness. But this app, basically, QO app is basically the one to go for. I don't want to close it because otherwise the download will stop and all that jazz, and I cannot be bothered with that. But QO app, TapTap, APK Pure should have it as well. I don't know if they've updated it, but APK Pure should have it as well. These are your go-tos, basically. I would personally go for QO app or TapTap because I feel like they're a little bit more reliable than APK Pure. But yeah, they should have it all. They all should have it. Also, the reason why I'm looking down on my phone is because I'm looking at Pokemon Go. I'm looking at Pokemon Go. Also, by the way, I got my new phone as well. It's a OnePlus 12. So, unfortunately, if I do go to Danmemo now on that, I want to see what it appears if I go on to Danmemo on a new phone. Let me see. I'm actually quite curious. I want to see what pops up. Wait, why is the... Oh, there it is. Let me see what pops up. I'm quite curious. I've agreed to the terms of service. Okay, it just says there's no user data, basically. Sad. Very, very sad. So yeah, unfortunately, shifting over to the new phone is... there it is. I do have a server, yes. Comfy can be hit or miss. It's more of a general, just chill server. I don't know. You can be who you want to be if that's all fine. Exclamation mark Discord. Hopefully, as long as Stream Elements isn't down, you can join my server. Otherwise, another server, I wouldn't say the main Reddit server is that comfy. What would I recommend? Let me see. Is there any server I could recommend that is Danmachi related and I think is relatively comfy? I mean, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the Orario server, but I think it's probably the best one for Danmachi. I personally don't feel that comfy there personally, but that's because my opinions and their opinions are quite different. Wait, why can I invite? And I can't invite people onto the Reddit server. Okay, that's weird. But the Reddit server is an example. You can join my server as well. That's also fine as well. No, it's not just members. Anybody can join. Exclamation mark Discord. Hopefully it will pop up. Yeah, that should allow you to join my Discord. Completely fine. There's no harm, no issues there. Feel free to join. Outside of that, okay, so since I can't access the Aurario server, what other servers do I have? One is my familiar Discord, not that one. Let me see. Let me see. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Valyrus, no. Valyrus is goated, but no, not that. I wouldn't recommend their Discord necessarily. You know what? I probably recommend. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's any Discord otherwise. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at all of these. I wouldn't really say that it would, with what you're saying, it wouldn't work, I think. But yeah, you can just join my Discord. That's absolutely fine. We tend to talk about Danmachi mainly in the LN and manga spoiler section for, of course, people's, convenience so that they don't get spoiled about the light novels and stuff. And you can chat with people there. But otherwise, there is a Danmachi game section. And of course, Danmemo, I still don't know if I want to change it to just a Danmachi channel. Of course, where no spoilers will be discussed and stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna figure it out over time. What is my best character to clear Extreme Goliath? For water, Waterbell and Lafia. For electric, it'll probably be Artemis. For electric, week 1. For Earth week, it's Bell, Anniversary Bell. And then the other two, well, fire, it's Christmas Eyes, and wind, it's just Green Eyes. But those two are way harder, I feel. The other 3 are manageable, I feel. The other 3 are very easy to beat, I feel, comparatively. But yeah. Let me see. What else have I missed? Nothing. It's alright, sweet. But yeah, those would be the units I would recommend for the Extreme Goliath in Dawn Crow. Personally, I don't care enough to do the green and red one. I'm probably going to stop where we did yesterday. And I think sooner rather than later, I think I'm going to continue with practicing on Dawn Crow as well. Because we still have to practice on Dawn Crow as well. That is something I have to work on there as well. That is something that I need to work on as well. Send in a live stream and live and download and take 14%. And remember, we were at like 8%. We ain't getting done today. Maybe towards the end of the stream we'll be there, basically. You even have an FGO section or health section? Yeah, not many people have talked there for a while now. Yeah, last chat was 19, but we used to talk a lot. I think everybody's just either stopped playing or they've gone into other Discord servers to talk primarily. Because, yeah, I think a lot of people have just either stopped playing a little bit and stuff like that. Genshin, Star Rail, of course, we still talk about it here and there, of course, right? And yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is there, other gachas, of course, as well. I think right now, I would say the main channels that see a lot of conversation is still Dokkan, because, like I said, I was primarily a Dokkan streamer originally, and a lot of people that I know in the Discord actually are primarily Dokkan players, or used to be Dokkan players, I should say. And then, of course, since then, I would say now, primarily Pokemon, I would say everybody's on that Pokemon Go hype train and stuff as well. Oh yeah, by the way, of course, if you guys haven't seen as well, we'll jump over to Dawn Crow really quickly, of course. Like I said, today we'll be doing Danmemo primarily, but quickly as well, before we go any further, I want to switch to Dawn Crow for a split second, because, of course, if you guys didn't know, today we got our reset for Battle Arena. If you haven't picked up your tickets, do so, of course, in the exchange shop. I did my tickets, and I already got my some URs already as well. I got another Loki, I got Ryu, and I got my A5 Hephaestus as well. So, hey, listen, for the water raid, I am ready. I am ready. So, basically, yeah. Funny thing is, if I go over to my Loki, right? Where is she? Where is she? Go to ability board. Let's see, how many bonds do I have? 30 bonds again. And I used 30 bonds here already, by the way. I already used 30 bonds there. So let's go there, baby. There's Pokemon Go hype. I thought the game was popular. The thing is, it was hyper popular back then. But now it's, I would say, just popular, more so. There's still a lot of people playing this game. Like, you go into raids and stuff, and there are still like queues of like, you know, to get into a raid, it's like a 20,000 queue for like a really hype one at a very specific time. And then you look at the Japanese player base and everything, and then it goes up to like 50,000, 60,000 at any given moment. And then of course it just keeps adding and so on and so forth. But no, it is very, very hype. I've been playing it. I only got into it again last month. Not last month, sorry. A few months back, I think around August or September, because I was going on more walks and stuff like that. And of course, I was taking advantage of this trail that's near me as well. But yeah, like a lot of us play together as well in the Discord. You know, we set up raids. So like if I'm hosting, I tell people, you know, I ping people in the Discord under a specific tag that, you know, we're hosting raids. People want to join in, feel free to do so. And then so on and so forth. But yeah. I noticed something annoying. Since the ability board release, one can learn that, yeah, the dash deals damage. When an enemy is around, you won't be able to dodge in the direction you want. Wait, what do you mean by that? I mean, you can still dodge, but obviously, I get what you mean. Because of the dash, you want to deal damage as well at the same time, rather than just dodge. But, I mean, that's, I think, a question for you to answer in that moment, basically, is deal damage or dodge? Really? Wait. Let me try this. I've not noticed it. I'm gonna just do my clears really quickly and then we'll see that. I swear I've never had that happen to me. As long as you, well, if you're dodging without the button pressed down, of course, I think it'll auto target onto the enemy. But I'm pretty sure if you're pressing down on the button, it should still dodge in the right direction. Alright, let me try this. Let me go into the practice ranking battle and see. That'll probably be the best place for us to test it out, I guess. Which team was it that we were running? Was it this? No, surely it wasn't this. Or was it this? It might have been this. Let's see. This happens to me a lot. Really? That's very odd. Let me try this. So the enemy's here. No, mine's is fine. I mean, if I do this, let's say for example, I do this. Okay, there was an enemy there. Fuck's sakes, not making me prove my point. Pixelated Portals, what's up, mate? How are you doing? Alright, let me try this. I'm looking away. No, it's fine. Wait. Hold on a second. One second. All right, so there's no enemies in front, like behind me. No, I'm fine. Wait, I think it's because I play on controller. What do you play on, user? What about you, user? I think auto goes forwards now instead of backwards. Let's try. So if I look away, no, even if I look away, it doesn't go forward. So like if I do this, yeah, no, it's just going in the direction I'm looking. That's a little bit odd that is happening. Do neutral dodges still backstep? No, not that I can tell. There's no jump back as far as I can tell. That's what he meant by backwards. Okay. So no, they don't, it seems like. I play on PC, I know now. I used to dodge with W and the camera direction. Really? Interesting. I didn't know that was even a thing. I would always press the direction I wanted to dodge, even if I was looking away from the camera. So I guess that's why I never noticed that. Because whenever I would dodge, I'd always dodge pressing the button, that direction I wanted to dodge in, no matter what, even if my character was looking in a certain direction. Go to Unit, you haven't done the ability board, and that's a good shout. That's actually a good shout. I think Cassandra, I haven't done the ability board in. Let me just check. That is a good shout. Unless they've changed it naturally. Let's see. Ability board. Yeah, I haven't done this one's. Alright, let's switch to Cassandra and see. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. I mean, the download's at 20%, by the way. Just to let y'all know, 20 minutes into the stream. We're going up slowly but surely. We're going up slowly but surely. Hopefully, it'll inevitably be done. I should have done this ages ago, but I didn't realize it. Alright, Cassandra, right? So... no, it still goes in the direction I'm pressing it in. So either they've inherently changed it or something like that. So now if I go this way, let's see. Ah, no, it backsteps. Okay, it does backstep if you do the if you don't do the ability board. So the ability board basically fixes the backstep, basically. Interesting. So that is something that they changed. But the W thing, the camera thing is weird because it doesn't do that for me. Alright, there we go. I want to ask, is one character copy of a character enough to pull? No way I can pull more, but just wondering if aside from that hilarious endgame content, I can clear stuff with just one copy of the characters. For the most part, yeah, I would say yes, honestly. It's just that, I mean, yeah, I think for the most part, yeah, you can do it with one copy of the character. I've been able to do a lot of content with one copy of the character previously as well. Obviously, over time as well, you do get a lot of rainbow bonds, so you can just keep adding it. And to be quite honest, for the most part, I would say that you don't even need to go beyond like A3 for a lot of these characters nowadays. It feels like it's either A1, A2, or A3 that you kind of ideally want to stop at, because beyond that, it's not really required outside of just, you know, wailing and getting into a big, you know, situation, basically. But yeah, otherwise, I think you can easily get away with like A0s or A1s even, to be honest. Like, a lot of my units, like, well, obviously they've got a lot of dupes now, but like, for the most part, I'd always have them like at A1 or A2. It's only recently that I've been going in and doing certain things. To be quite honest, like, for example, with A Christmas Eyes, I only got one copy of her, and then I just used the rainbow bonds that I got. And you get rainbow bonds, I wouldn't say easily, but over time, you tend to accumulate them quite often. Like Battle Arena, Magic Stone Scramble give you them, event ranking, or being a part of a familiar, any random familiar, and getting into what is effectively the top 20,000 gives you rainbow bonds as well. So yeah. What's a good way to get Valis? The best way to get Valis is literally just do the very hard stages of the story mode, and then go over to upgrade, and then go over to your battle items, click convert, sell. Literally sell. Of course, I've only got a few right now, hence why I did a sell very recently. But yeah, this is the best way to get a ton of Valis very quickly. That's how I've been doing it. I've just been selling those very quickly. I like the backstep. I think if you're doing a neutral dodge like a weird set, then sure. But I never do neutral dodges, so for me it never made a difference. But yeah, this is not Danmemo. Well, Danmemo is here. It's just, yeah, it's on download. It's downloading in the background. There we go. Let me just quickly get all of these. Beautiful stuff. All right. How much Valis am I at again? 9,600, I want to say. Oh, 300. Okay, yeah, 9,300. 9,300 is not bad. We want to get back up in the world a little bit and see. I'm probably going to skip wind and then go from there. Can I send a proof into the channel to prove my claim? Yeah, no worries. Go for it. I'm guessing you're downloading the JP version. That is exactly what I'm doing. Yes. But yes, that is true. I'm giving false hope. Neutral dodge only really mattered for range units like Lily and Artemis. True. That is true. That is true. I think that is what helped out most. I'd say yeah. For ranged units, I can see it being very helpful. Yeah. That is fair. That is fair. All right. Let's see now. I want to go into the event and what happened here? Oh, that's Reddit. I was like, what happened there? That's an email. Email from Reddit. Love to see it. All right. Let's see now. 1 second. What I wanted to do was battle pass. Actually, first and foremost, get this done and dusted. There we go. Yeah, on JP it's gonna be a new account. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a new account. All right, I sent it. All right, I'll have a look. Let me see. One second. Wait, what did you do there? Did you dodge even once? Wait. Okay, it was with Gareth. Yours. That's very interesting. I didn't even notice. That's a bit of an interesting one. That's odd. That is really odd. I've never seen that happen to me. Or putting yourself through further depression. Let it go, Gil. Now we're not fucking leaving. We're never letting it go. Yeah, that is a bit odd. I'm just using W and the camera and worked with Gareth. I'm a camera dodger. Sounds a bit weird, but yeah, fair enough. Personally, yeah, no, I've never seen that, so it's a bit weird. Alright. We can let it go when a better Danmachi game comes. True! Spitting. He is spitting. He is spitting. I guess we'll practice for a little bit while this is downloading, by the way, as well. Because, yeah, we're half an hour into the stream and it's only been 25%. Maybe I should have done this way before. I should have probably done this in the morning when I woke up. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's just how it be, man. It's just how it be. I should have just done that. On fire today, on fire today. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. Go over here. I need to remember as well. By the way, if you guys didn't know, double tapping a button would activate the skill twice, by the way. Just to let y'all know. How does a chair break in a car? The seat can break in a car. Obviously, vibrations. It's very simple. It's actually quite a simple physics thing, to be fair. It can happen very easily. That I'm not surprised about. Lewis's seat breaking is not surprising. There we go. There we go. Nice. Do this. Nice. The worst part is the gameplay interludes that pause the download. Yeah, that's a pain. Yeah, you have to be very careful with how you press your button. Otherwise, you're screwed, basically. There we go. Do this. Seeing the memes have me crying. Yeah, the memes were very funny, man. Honestly. It's like we never left. It's like we never fucking left. What can we say? What a shocker. The fact that every single driver had some issue or another was fantastic, honestly. It was amazing. Except for the one that we wanted, the one car we needed an issue to have, it didn't. So fun times. Thank you, F1. I really do appreciate it. Stream is seeing the download screen, by the way. Did I misclick? Oh yeah, whoops, there we go. Thank you. There we go. Do this, there we go. And then do this. What did they do? They did not cook at all. They absolutely did not cook. The car is overweight. The car has no power. The car has fucking zero downforce, it looks like, as well. It looks like a fun time for Gasly and Ocon. So, unfortunately. By good time, I mean no fun time. At all. Ah, shit, I hate that, man. Me double tapping is just such a second nature. I'm a button masher at heart, man. I'm a button masher at heart. What can I say? There we go. Very nice. 1 second. I actually want to read Mumen's message. I've been wanting to read it for a while now, but I've been so busy looking at the goddamn game for... There we go. Do this. There we go. Yo, yeah. What's up, mate? Welcome to the stream. Oh, come on. We're not gonna get the KO in time. Sign starting his rebellion? For real. I used to start in the evening, click the few clicks in the middle of the right, and then wake up to start the tutorial mission. Yeah, I mean, that's literally like... I should have done this in the morning. To be fair, in the morning, I was sleeping, to be honest. I literally was like sleeping the entire morning. I had so many things planned for today in terms of like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I just knocked the fuck out, bro. I was so exhausted. I don't know why. Like, I think it's because I had a week off of not waking up at like 5:35 in the morning for work, right? And then this week I had to, obviously, for work, you know, with work starting back up and everything. So it's like, fuck, you know, it was rough, I think. And then I think, obviously, with the Danmemo stream as well, that didn't really help much either. There we go. Do this, there we go. The Danmemo stream caught up that too as well. Yeah, I completely forgot that that was this week as well. It feels like it was last week, but like, yeah, that definitely hurt me as well. There we go. I'm gonna use this as well. Nice. Do this. There we go. But yeah, let's see how many points we get in the actual Familia event. I mean, this is a Familia festival, so it's actually very nice. Thankfully, it's not that hard. We all should be getting like top 100 for the most part, as long as then you're in an active Familia, right? It should be fine, I think, for the most part. Nice. There we go. Beautiful stuff. The DBZ card game isn't free-to-play friendly. Yeah, I saw Ziad tweeting about that. I don't know if it is or not. I want to check it out for myself. I'm going to start downloading it tonight and start playing it, I think. Because I want to stay up anyways and do some videos and some recordings as well of Star Rail and Genshin a little bit. So I might do that tonight, and I'll probably download the game as well and see. I'm good for this event. I only have Earth Lafia. Ooh, that is going to be rough. That is indeed going to be rough. I'm going to need to do an attempt with only them as well at some point. But I need to see. I've been playing it and I'm so sad. Oof. I want to see how it is and then make a decision. Maybe they can get better. It's not the end of the world. I've heard that you can still craft cards like how you can in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. But obviously you still need to summon to, you know, then get the materials and stuff and sell and all that jazz. I mean, things can improve, so I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest. But yeah, kind of a shame. We've been waiting for the Dragon Ball TCG card game for a very long time, and the fact that, yeah, I mean, I know, I mean, it makes sense. It's a soft launch because how many maintenance and things I've seen on their Twitter account is insane. I've seen like a ridiculous amount of maintenance notices so far already. Does anybody need a familiar member? PSA, I'm here. Yeah, I mean, you can probably ask around. There should be somebody or another looking for familiar members, you know? Rhyme said it last night. It's coming to mobile, etc. Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. I think that will be good then for them. If it is a soft launch and it'll get better, hopefully, then good. All right. I think it doesn't make sense for us to do Dancro because I'm noticing some lag as well. So I guess BlueStacks plus this being on is no good. It's no good. So I'm gonna close Dancro for now, and we're gonna just enjoy this downloading screen. Oh man. One thing I actually wanted to check. 1 second. Hold on a minute. Have you tried the raids, Gale? Yeah, I've tried the raids. I did 3 of them. I didn't want to do the fire and wind one. It was just unnecessarily stupidly hard. I'm good on that front. I think I'm good. There's no point for me to try and do any more than that because it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I am not interested. Alright, let's see. Do I have this on? 1 second, sorry. Raids are horrible? Oh yeah, the raids are horrible. It's no fun. It's no fun because there's no rewards, in my opinion. I'd be willing to actually try it if it had rewards. And honestly, I don't understand why also they didn't have the lower difficulties. Like, come on. My familiar turned into players who only mostly know Spanish, so I could not really understand most. Yeah, that is rough. That is rough, unfortunately. Yeah, that is rough, unfortunately. I'm still looking for a group. What region are you in, Pixelated? What region are you in? Because that'll hopefully help you out a little bit more. Because of course, it just comes down to the damn region, you know, at the end of the day. Because without the region, it's like, well, we don't know who we can help and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Let me log into this account as well. I'm on JP server. No, it's even if you're on the JP client, what country are you in matters. Because like, for example, I'm on the JP client as well, but I still connect to only EU players. Everybody's in the same server. It's just region based at the end of the day. What is my password now? Let me just check. Was this my password? Yep, no, of course not. Is this my password? It is. Oh, I'm in US? Okay, you're on NA servers. I know some people are looking for US server people in my Discord, so maybe you can link up, but I don't know what times they want to do it and stuff, because that's another thing. Getting a setup for that is another headache in itself. You know what I mean? It's just a ridiculously another headache. Big headache of like finding a group of players to, you know, play at the same time. It's why I said that they'll never do a familiar event with raids, because it's just so hard to collaborate with other players. Whereas an event like Familiar Festival makes sense because you still have from login to login to basically do the entire thing, basically. You know what I mean? But yeah. But yeah. Just hearing the music from the downloading screen give me nostalgia AF. Yeah. What's my Discord link? Exclamation mark Discord. Just put it in the chat. Just put an exclamation mark and then Discord together, combined together, and that'll give you a link. All right, we're at 31%, so soon, hopefully soon. I've also made threads for all three things, so try and connect with people that way. There's NA raids, there's Asia raids, and EU raids, so hopefully that can help some of you guys out, maybe, potentially. Just, yeah, give it a shot. Just give it a shot and see how it works. The worst part is I've been also doing my certifications as well for my work experience and stuff like that, and it's like or trying to get more jobs, right? So I was like, oh, I'll download it and go from there. But yeah, what website is the best in terms of Doncro guides besides your channel? Honestly, the JP Game8 website is probably your next best option, honestly. The website I use to compare the tier lists from mine to the JP side, right? I'd say that theirs is the next best because there's no English website per se, right? I've been thinking about maybe developing like some either the thing is, right, recently to kind of expand my portfolio as a creator and also as a writer and also all that sort of stuff, right? To show people that I can promote like websites and stuff, right, for my work experience side of things and my portfolio kind of. I was thinking of either making an F1 sort of like website basically because I'm a big F1 guy. If you guys didn't know, I'm a huge F1 fan and the whatnot. You had in your description, that was from the international servers shutting down stream 619. The description didn't get updated even though I saved it properly, but yeah. But yeah, I saw Real Madrid getting robbed. But no, that was really bad. The ball was in the air and the ref blew the whistle. He looked at his watch. To be fair to the ref, I don't think it was entirely his fault, but he should have been a little bit more aware, knowing that it was still an attack going on. Of course, Real Madrid did not have the authority to continue that attack in that sense that they didn't, it's not the ref's obligation to let the attack continue. But when the cross was happening, you need to let that play continue at least for a little bit, just for a few seconds, to see if the ball is in the air or if it gets deflected by the player. If it gets deflected by the player, call it there. If he's looking at his watch and he's about to blow his whistle, he's not looking at the game, and that's why it becomes a bit of a problem there. But yeah, this is the problem with Danmemo's downloads, man. It's too slow, Harimau. It is too slow. Yeah, just put it in there that you're looking for a familiar. I'm not sure if this person is still looking for it, but you could maybe ping at Ston Goshin. I think that's his name in the Discord. He's been putting it in the Discord and in my chat as well that he's looking for familiar members. So maybe he might be looking for familiar members still, maybe. So maybe try and get in touch with them if possible, Yeah, I don't mind playing the JP version until it shuts down. There's no harm in it, and I'm willing to play it. They're still got characters releasing and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to continuing it. But coming back to my point, what was I gonna say? But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be making an F1 website, or maybe I could make a Danmachi website, sort of like it'll be like the wiki but better. Is what I would say. I would try and make it better than the wiki, but again, it would just go through a lot. Like what I would do is consistently make like a news page. I'd make like a lore page and so on and so forth for different characters and whatnot. But again, I would have to get into all of that, and I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more in detail before going any further with that and seeing what would be the best way to go for me. Any name suggestions for a new familiar? Gale is the best familiar. Come on now. A Doncro units and scene cards checklist website. Okay, that's a very interesting one. I mean, you could probably use the JP website that I use, Game8, for that. But of course, you can't checklist off like which ones you have and don't have. But yeah, I can see that would be kind of nice. I saw people telling Max congrats to another championship. I mean, yeah, basically, let's be real. It is basically a championship victory for them. That being said, though, Red Bull are in hot water. Max might actually be leaving the team next year, funnily enough, because of the whole thing with what's it called? Because of the whole thing with Christian Horner, which by the way is wild, is what I would say to that. It is looking like it's gonna be a bit tasty there, because it looks like Jos Verstappen, Max's father, doesn't want Horner to stay, and if Horner stays, Max is gonna go most likely, because that kid does not listen to anybody but his father. And he listens to his father way too much. Exactly, with nice you have association for other a section for other YouTubers. Oh yeah, I do. People can do whatever they want there. I don't mind that, not too much, to be honest. Sorry, I was just looking at a message from I was looking at a friend's tweet right now. Sorry, I was just looking at what my friend of mine tweeted out regarding Dragon Ball Breaker. Sorry, I was just looking there. You can search for the One Piece Treasure Cruise checklist, for example, to get an idea. No, I know what you mean. I get what you mean. There are different gacha games. There are things like that. That is true. I definitely get it. There's no way he'll leave the fastest team. I don't know about that, man. The thing is, you have to remember, like, at the end of the day, yeah, they have the fastest team, but if it's breaking down, like, genuinely, if there are people who are going to leave Red Bull, maybe Adrian Newey says, nah, man, I can't deal with this shit anymore, and fucks off to Ferrari, for example, potentially, right? Because he said it multiple times as well that Ferrari is a regret that he has, that he's never joined that team, and he's regretted that he's never worked with Lewis Hamilton. So if you can knock two birds with one stone there, right? Or if, you know, he just fucks off and retires potentially, and just generally, if a lot of people start leaving, I mean, come on. If it's no longer the same team, then yeah. Outbreaker's not dead yet. I mean, the support for it is good, man. And I mean, Iron Kane has been selling that game really well, and so has a lot of other people, you know, been selling it. But yeah. And the thing is, brother, it's lasted 5 seasons. People are going to be, you know, are playing that game somehow. No disrespect to Iron Kane, but I personally think that the game is fun with friends. Just playing it on your own is just not fun, personally, to me, and that's fine. And you know, with crossplay being out, I think there is more chances of me playing with friends, but just times and everything has been a killer, so I can't do it with friends either. You know, it's a real difficulty there. I wanted to join your familiar. I mean, yeah, it's full. Sadly, it's unfortunately full. Going to get all the hitters if I call it the Gale Riot Familia. Yeah, you're gonna steal everybody. Everybody's gonna join you instead. Be like, oh, I want to join this guy. I want to join this guy. I want to join this Familia. The DBZ card game is hella fun. I played the beta. I really liked it. But I didn't get a whole lot of time to play it. I played the tutorial in a couple of matches and it was fun. I definitely want to do more though. I definitely want to do more. Yeah, no, the download is in English. I mean, there are some JP games that even have download in English. Some words still stay in English. So yeah, I have a Japanese. I have the Japanese version, and it just has English in there. Festaharu summons when the fucking game downloads. We've been here for 50 minutes. It's 40%. At this rate, it technically won't finish by the time 2 hours in. I at least want to get into the game, bro. I just want to get into the game and then fuck off after that. Then we can fuck off after that, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. Ooh, one thing I can check while we're here as well. Did they finally do something? Let's see. I'm quite curious if they've dropped anything on Bushiroad's website. 1 second. For the investment report, that is. No, nothing yet. I think it's this week. I think we'll get something from Bushiroad this week. I would not be surprised if there's nothing because it's just a recent announcement, right? But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. .6 gigabytes, by the way. I'm on fiber internet, by the way. I have good internet. It's not like I don't have bad internet. I have really good internet. But we have been here for a minute. To be honest, I don't see it happening at this rate. What specifically? What do you mean? What is not happening at this rate? You mean the download? Yeah, even I don't think so. When I say, by the way, by the end of the stream, I'm saying tentatively 2 hours. Usually that's how long my streams last, if you guys don't know. But let's see. I'm quite curious. I'm quite curious here. I know I'll still have more to download, but that's what I mean. At least if I get past the tutorial, then at least we get somewhere, you know? At least we'll get somewhere. Oh, man. The download not doing it, might as well play some solitaire. Who are you gonna reroll for? The thing is, I was thinking of just rerolling for Nocturnal Elf Ryu, but Festaharu is just basically Nocturnal Elf Ryu, but on steroids basically now. I could reroll for... I'm trying to think what would be the other best units to reroll for. I could take a look at the buffs that the White Day units have gotten and maybe go for one of the White Day units. I think there are in the banner, if I'm not mistaken. So I could go for one of the White Day units, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me actually have a look at that. Let's go to the website. Actually, I haven't seen the buffs for the White Day units. I still have to make a video on that as well. I want to make a video on talking about that as well. All right, let's go here. This is the JP website. I think this is the buffs, if I'm not mistaken. Let me have a look and see. So let's translate it. Let's translate this page. And let's see. All right. Daydream Bell Crenel. All right, so the adjustments are very straightforward. 2,100 power or strength, 1,200 agility nearly. Good dexterity boost as well. Not bad overall. Not bad overall. Let's take a look at this. Cerulean Frostfire goes to a ultra unguardable water-based physical attack, temporary great magic strength boost, and 60% chance to inflict seal and inflict slowness. 5 turns reduces water resistance, dexterity of all enemies by 20. Okay, this is before adjustment. Sorry. For after adjustment, water resistance, agility, dexterity by 40% and strength increased by 100%, and then additional chance to apply seal and slowness to enemies. And then you get a reduction in the ailment res and physical res and 10. Okay. All right. And seal, slowness, and status ailment res. So 40% resistance down to all these 2 specific ailments, which is nice, I guess. All right. Not bad, I would say, but not one I would probably go for. Let's take a look at eyes. Magic 2041, 812 dexterity, 1042 agility. Not bad, I would say. Not the worst, not bad. Magic boost of 100% by each magic buff. Okay, remove status buffs on all enemies. For 4 turns, increase your magic agility fire damage by 60% and reduce allies overall attack damage by reduces allies receive damage by 40% from AoE attacks. That's what this is. I was like, Nani? But no, that's it. And then on the additional, you get magic agility and fire attack damage by 60% for 3 turns. So basically, it just continues on from there. Basically, nice. All right. Skill 2 reduces strength, magic, and magic res of all enemies by 40% and reduces status buffs effects by 2 turns on enemies. Not bad. Not terrible, but not great either, to be quite honest. Single target attacker, 33% magic SA gauge, 70% magic strength and water damage. Not amazing, I would say. I feel like barrier. Honestly, low-key, I would say this is not the worst unit in the game. I think Riveria might be a better unit to go for. Better is the assist, 25% fire damage, and 25% physical res down. Okay, not bad. I would say that Riveria is probably not the worst to go for. Whoops, there's nothing on the screen now. It's just blank. I'd probably say that Riveria is probably the best one to go for if you're looking at the reroll, maybe out of those units. All right. All right, let's take a look. But 2,000 years later. I mean, you're not wrong. It's basically 2,000 years later. We're just vibing here now. We're just big time chilling. We're big time chilling. We're relaxing. We're relaxing. No rush for us. I mean, hey, listen. We got all the time in the world. Well, technically we don't. We don't have all the time in the world, but we can chill. We can relax. There's no rush today. There's no rush today. Might as well go for the character. Through characters you can reroll. Yeah, if I had a list to go through. I don't have a list. That's the problem. It's not like I can go into my Danmemo app right now on the English version and check what I want to reroll for. Let me just go. You know what? Let me just check if I can do. No, wait, I can't. I can't do that. Sadly, I can't do that. Bell will be level 7 by the time downloading ends. Oh yeah, we're gonna go through level of seasons 5 and 6 of Danmachi. Then we're gonna get Danmachi's volumes 25, 26 as well now. And, we've seen Amori release 5 console games of insane quality, AAA status from Software Made 1, and so on and so forth. Yeah, Boom App is probably my best bet, actually. No side. Yeah, I mean, Boom App is there. There is Boom App. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, I think they have a reroll guide as well. Let me see. I'm pretty sure they do. Reroll ranking. Yeah, here it is. Let's take a look. Who have they ranked on top tier? This is as of May 17th. May 17th. When? 2023? 2022? What do you mean by that? No specification at all on what this is. No clarification. What year? What year? Oh, I feel like this is a little bit later. Oh, wait. Okay, so this feels like, I guess, when was this? Okay, weird. End with your favorite character. That's my goats. That's my goat. Oh, come on. They're showing me characters that I can't get, bro. Fuck out of here. These aren't in the reroll. Who's in the damn thing? You stupid thing. Full beginner gacha, receive present, full gacha, and uninstall and reinstall. Yeah, with these downloads, it ain't happening, chief. It ain't happening. Do we have... Oh, yeah, there we go. List of characters released for beginner gacha. That's what I want. What do we have here? Ah, yes, my Go 3-star unit. Definitely not in the banner anymore, by the way. Who do they rank? Passion Runaway Tione is S tier. Okay. Ooh. I forgot. Oh, shit. The first anniversary units are in the banner, so they're a good option as well now. Oh, shit. I forgot about it. I forgot about that. That is actually a good point. I could probably do that. They don't have Nocturnal Elf Review, so this is very much old. This is like 2022, 2021, I think. Yeah, 2021, they specifically said here. Yeah, this is old. But I could go for Hero Succession Bell or Heroes Honors Elf Lafia. I could do that. I could do that. Going for him, especially with his buff now, is really good. It might be really good. Let me check Honors Elf Lafia 1 second. It might be worth going for her more. So reduces agility, dexterity, got rid of all enemies as well. Might have to go for it. The only issue is the only issue is that she's old, so her HP is like fucking yesteryear. Yeah, it's like lower down on the categories. I mean, it's not the lowest, but it's definitely on the lower side for sure. So I think it's worth it maybe going for her. Maybe it'll be worth it going for her. I think it's worth it. I think we gotta go for this one. Well, we made our decision there. Honors Elf Lafia it is. Because we're getting Haruhime anyways. You best believe we're getting Haruhime. There's no doubt about it. Nobody can stop me from doing that. We will be there. We will be there. They got buffed? Yeah, they got buffed just in December or something. Very recently. I think we got the announcement that the game was shutting down. The first anniversary units got buffed and then they said goodbye. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao. So, yeah. I think it'll be worth it going for them. But I can only go for them when this download finishes. So how's everybody's day been? Good, bad? How's everybody's Sunday been? Hopefully it's been going well. Hopefully it's been going well. Okay. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just looking at this right now. Me still waiting for on a good One Piece game and Danmachi game. What do you mean? Do you not like playing Treasure Cruise or Bounty Rush? Come on now. Well, to be fair, at least for One Piece, there's that Grand Cross lookalike gacha game coming out. So I guess there's that. I mean, Danmachi, we're going to have to just wait and see what NeoWiz is cooking in the background and stuff as well. You know, we still have to wait for that. We're still waiting for the console game as well to see how that goes as well. It's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be quite interesting. I have hopes, man. I have hopes. Now, it's a question of if those hopes will actually come to fruition. That's another thing. OP gets another new gacha. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, to be quite honest. What is it called? I don't remember the name, but it's basically, it looks like this, what's it called? Dream Pointer, is that it? Yeah, it's Dream Pointer. I thought it was Grand Dreaming for so long, but no, it's Dream Pointer. But it basically looks like Grand Cross, basically. One second, I'll show you guys the pictures. Which one is it? It's this one, I think. Yeah, there you guys go. But yeah, it looks like this, basically. This is how a Dream Pointer looks like. It looks interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna play it personally because I'm not a One Piece guy, but like, yeah, you've got people like Rokage and stuff making the game, so go and have a look, see it. There's videos on it as well. So yeah, there you guys go. I'm just waiting for the Persona 5 gacha. That's what I'm waiting for. Persona 5X, please come soon. Please, I beg. I beg. I'm just here waiting for that game, man. I'm just here waiting for that game. All I want is Persona 5X now. Treasure Cruise saving method is asked and Bounty Rush is pay to win, but come on now. You just need to get good, bro. You just need to get good. Persona 5X is releasing in at least China, Taiwan, and a couple of those countries, I think, this month. So hopefully EN version soon. Please, soon come. The new Persona gonna be lit? Oh yeah, it's gonna be so exciting. I'm very excited to play it. What's the Persona game BJP only? Well, the thing is, we don't know if it's even coming to Japan. We know it's coming to China and Taiwan, but we don't know if it's coming to even Japan. That's the funny thing. But the thing is, a well-reputed Persona leaker has already confirmed that it is coming to all countries, inevitably. It's just that right now, it's a little bit... It's only in one region right now. That's the issue. Now we wait though. We still wait. 2,000 years later, we're still here, boys. We're still here. OPTC is asked in terms of new polls. Yeah, I mean, I haven't tried One Piece Treasure Cruise properly. I only downloaded it like once for Gear 5 and that's about it. And then, yeah, I just didn't enjoy it. It was too old in my opinion. I mean, Dokkan is the same thing as well now. It's just too old for me. I can't play it anymore. It just, yeah, and I think that's the reason why I've also stopped playing AppGo as well. I mentioned this in, I think, yesterday's stream or another stream a while back, but yeah, it just doesn't work for me, man. It just doesn't work for me. Dust off the Switch and play Pokemon Unite. Honestly, you know what I've been thinking? The thing is, I want to play a new MOBA as well, definitely. But I'm waiting for that, the Jump one. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but Jump Ensemble, I think the name is. I'm looking forward to that one, man. Because, bro, I want to jump on that and, you know, jump some losers with, like, SSJ for Goku or something. You know, let me cook. Let me cook. Let me see, Jump MOBA. Do we have any more information on that yet? No? Potentially? Jump Assemble is the name. Sorry. I thought it was Ensemble. Jump Assemble is the name. My bad, my bad. Another 2 hours of download time? Yeah, probably at this point. I ain't gonna lie, bros. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that more so. Pokemon Universe so unbalanced. Have they sorted out yet? I don't know. I haven't played it in like years now. Since it started, I played like the first 2-3 months, and then yeah, I haven't played it since then. I have not played it since then. Yeah, Unite is a great game with friends, but then yeah, again, it's just I think a lot of people got tired and stuff like that. But yeah. But yeah, download stream pretty much. It's looking like it's gonna be a download stream only. I was kind of really hoping we'd start today, but then this is on me, to be honest. I completely just forgot how fucking slow the download time is on this stupid game, man. It is just slow, very slow. The thing is, I might just do this stream tomorrow and see if and let it download for now maybe and call it there for today, because this is not gonna download within 2 hours. I think this is the problem. We're not gonna see this get downloaded in 2 hours. I feel it's not looking like it's about to happen. It feels like. I don't mind staying here till 11 p.m. for me, that is. So 45 more minutes, but it ain't looking like it's happening, bro. You know what? User mentioned it, and I agree with him. I know that it tends to spike up at a certain point, but if it doesn't spike up at 60%, we'll give it 60% because that's what user said, I think it was, or somebody said it in chat, right? So we'll let it get to 60%. And then we'll see. If it spikes up, great. If not, well, we'll probably call it there for tonight, and then we'll come back tomorrow and do some more Danmemo on the channel. For sure. For fucking sure. No doubt about it. But yeah, we will see. We will see. What I might try and do is at least, from what I know, from what I remember, and I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've done a proper full reroll and installation of the game. You'd have this download. You'd get through the tutorial. There'd be another download, and then the tutorial gacha. You'd be able to continue from there without having to do any further downloads, right? At least that's from memory. I could be wrong. Somebody could correct me on that, but I think that is how it worked. If that's the case, I'll quickly do the tutorial. I'll download the game, whatever else is left, and I'll stop at the tutorial gacha so that we can do it tomorrow and start from there, I think. Yeah, the JP version's still up. The JP servers have been up. That I've been clear on, yes. The JP server is still up. I don't know for how long. Might be 3 months, might be 2 months, might be 6 months. We don't know. But yeah, it's still up. It's still up, yes. All right. 5 more percent. 5 more percent until our answers get our questions get answered. Sorry. I was gonna say answers get questioned, which nice, Gail. Definitely makes a lot of sense when you say something like that. Let's see. Raids are region locked, by the way. Yes, pixelated. Raids are region locked on Don Crow, which is a fucking shame because it's so dumb, but it's just how it is. It's the dumbest thing, but yeah, we can't do much about it, sadly. All right, let's see here. One second. I'm just looking at something really quickly. Sorry, I'm a bit away from the thing, but I'll be with you guys in a second. One moment. There we go. All right, let's see. We've got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go, and then our questions will get answered. Oh brother, oh brother, oh brother, oh brother. Tomorrow morning I have to get up early as well because I have to get my glasses replaced. Or well, I have to give in my glasses. They're gonna replace the lens. They're gonna replace the lens, and I'm gonna be able to see better. I'm gonna see more clearer. No, I can still see clear enough. It's just that my sharpness, I can see things less sharper from a far away distance. It's the same power, but yeah, I then only need to check in 2 years time. They've said that for the most part it's absolutely fine. But yeah, A1 Artemis. A1 Artemis, there's no question. A1 Artemis is a little bit better in my opinion. A2 Earthbell is good, but I think A3 is where he shines the most. I think A1 Artemis is a lot better. You are gonna get a much better W from A1 Artemis than A2 Bell, in my opinion. Oh my god, Gil is downloading JP Danmemo with this one. Yes, sir. Well, we'll get there inevitably. We will be there inevitably. Indubitably. Yep, exactly because of that. Yes. There's also a couple of other things that get attached to it. You'll see when you look at it as well. I think she gets like a damage increase as well. She gives herself one more thing as well. She gives herself like 1 or 2 effects on the ultimate that are super handy in my opinion, and makes it super strong. It makes her super strong. So in my opinion, I think going for her is a little bit better than Bell. To be honest, Bell eviscerated all the electric bosses in the game already. Then yeah, then you don't need to go for Bell. I think obviously with purple as well right now, the only issue is Antares and Orion and stuff. Which I think you should be able to clear especially easily with A1 Artemis. But you'll just double down on that fact basically with Artemis being in your team now with at A1 as well. Or to just recommend as well, potentially something you can do as well is save those bonds for the next banners, because we should be getting a wind banner next, and then following that is fire. So that is also an alternative that you can do as well, and see, you know, what content we're going to be getting and all that jazz as well. You know what I mean? Because that could be also something that you could look forward to as well. And maybe if you do decide to get that unit as well, maybe. Yeah, downloading Danmemo will take forever. I know, but we gotta see at least if we can get through to the tutorial one. I do not know if I'll roll it for anything else until Annie. Fair enough. That is also fair. Yeah, I'd already seen it. Yeah. I did see the Vistoria trailer, yeah, and it looks really nice. Yep, I agree. I'm sure that the Annie units will be as busted as Earthbell. I obviously, yeah, I do think so. I feel like, personally, this is just my opinion still, and I mentioned it in the tier list video as well. I do think Artemis is better than Earthbell. I ain't gonna lie. But that being said though, the anniversary units are gonna be insane. I mean, this is something that we've seen in Danmemo and many other gacha games as well. Anniversary units just tend to be way, way better. Give me Busted Firewolf that is better than Christmas Eyes. Hey, listen, I really hope so. I'll keep them for now until Artemis really needs to shine. Yeah, that's also a fair shout as well. That's something you can do as well. It's good to save up the rainbow bonds because then you can obviously know when you want to use them at a right time. You know, you don't want to over summon. You don't want to do certain things. I think it works well in any way, shape, or form. Man, seeing Amori's titles versus the editor's title is always a shock. Yeah. I mean, it's not a really big surprise then. And especially back then, I feel like it was kind of more necessary, especially for light novels, to go a little bit crazy. But yeah, I mean, Wisteria Wand and Sword is such a simple title compared to, like, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I still maintain Familiar Myth would have been fine. They could have easily just said Danmachi Familiar Myth or something like that, you know, and it would have been fine. And then maybe in, like, interviews and stuff, they can say that, oh, Danmachi is actually the full form of, like, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in the dungeon? But we wanted something simple, so we said Danmachi Familiar Myth instead, or something like that. Because then you could do Danmachi Familiar Myth as the main series, and then Danmachi Sword of Roturia as the second spin-off, and then Danmachi, you know, Familiar Chronicles as the third one. And you would have had those three. Familiar Myth being the main series, second series being this, and so on. I mean, from what I've heard, I've not read his Wisteria manga, to be quite honest. Personally, I've not been reading it. But I've known some other people who are reading it, and I have said that it's not amazing, sadly. As much as Amori is known for some really good writing for Danmachi, Wisteria is where his weaknesses show quite a bit, from what I've heard. So hopefully the anime doesn't translate those often, or maybe kind of like makes them a little bit better, but we'll see. I've heard otherwise. Personally. I've heard that Wisteria has flaws. I've heard it's good, but I've heard it's also where Amori feels a lot weaker in that regards. I mean, hey, you take the first time hero rewards. From other places, but I also heard it from Reddit. But it's not primarily just Reddit, though, I will say. I've heard it from other places as well. It feels like a mixture of Danmachi, Black Clover, and Mashal. Yeah, I've heard that comparison as well. I've heard it's just Danmachi X Black Clover more so, but yeah. Mashal also makes sense in that regards. All right, we'll give it another 3%. I'm gonna have to give it another 3%, basically. Because if it doesn't download, then we'll have to wait until tomorrow to do a proper stream of Danmemo. YouTube comments are acting like it is amazing. Well, I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, the anime is gonna be my first time trying to react to it and stuff, so we'll see. I'm gonna have a look at a big this, what's it called, Wisteria trailer. Let me just check. Or PV. Let me put a PV. I wanna see what people are saying. Let's just watch this one because this one has 54k views, I guess. What are we saying? What's up, just got here? We're waiting to see. Alright, good night, Octopus. Take it easy. You got 30 minutes still, right? Yeah, but I don't want to be here just watching this consistently. You're a sword fighter, Harry, in anime form. That's actually that is good funny. That is very funny. That is very funny. Yeah, a lot of people are very excited. Damn. Okay, okay. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I might make some videos on it. Who knows? Who know it? Who knows? I think it's 70. Fine, we'll wait till 70. Fuck it. Yeah, I was looking at the trailer for it on a channel. So we'll see. Maybe I might make some videos for it. We watching it with lols, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know how much of it is true or how much of it is just bots as well. You know what I mean? Because bots tend to copy and paste a lot of comments nowadays, it feels like. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, glasses off. I don't need them right now. I don't know, maybe it'll appeal to more general audience. I think that's what it is. I think it's just appealing to a more general audience, whereas us people may not be that into it. We'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see, I think. In the end, I will consume anything from memory. So true. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to just decide for ourselves. I mean, everybody's perspective will be weird. I mean, like you just said earlier on, some Redditors were saying it's ass, and then now you're saying some comments are saying it's good. Everybody's opinions will be different. Like earlier mentioned, if it's for a more general audience, that's why it's going to do well. It's as simple as that. About 3 hours. 4, actually. 4. I started at 6:30, I think. Will it die like Global did on 5th? What? Sorry, 5th Annie, or did it survive a little bit longer? Global didn't die on 5th Annie. I feel like it died the moment we got the announcement that there was going to be no content in the game is when I think it properly died. Because when we checked the player count on Global, I think we were like at... How many players were we at? We were like 7,000, 8,000 players on Global. That's what JP has right now. That's what JP has right now, is that they have 5,000, 7,000 players, 8,500 players, I think. I think it just depends. If the announcement and trailers start popping up for the new game, I think that's when we'll probably get the announcement. I mean, I think there's being critical as well as just being, you know, people not liking the series. I think that's gonna happen. You'll see people who like the series, people who don't like the series. We can't really judge who, you know, anything about the series until you read it yourself or watch it at the end of the day. That's what I mean more so than anything else. Like, of course, if there's an overwhelming people saying one thing, then sure. But if there's other people saying another thing, then yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we're also comparing and this is where I'm coming into favor of Vistoria itself, actually, is we're comparing also light novel readers versus manga readers, you know, in a way where light novel readers are going to be a lot more critical about everything, not just certain things, but everything. But yeah. Either way, the animation looks amazing. Seems like a far better studio. I wouldn't trust PVs, is what I would say. PVs are very, very, very disconcerting, I feel. I never trust PVs. Sure, it looks good. No denying that. I'm not going to even say no to that. But I wouldn't immediately just jump in and say anything just yet because it's too early. And from what I know as well is that the studio that they've gone for is a completely, you know, they've not done much, really. In fact, outside of one show, they've not worked on a show since 2017. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. They've not done much, so we'll have to wait and see. The one thing I'm quite interested about, and this is my personal thing I will say, is I wouldn't be surprised if Vistoria gets a gacha game soon. The reason why I say that as well is because Bandai is the main company of, or the parent company of Actas, that is the studio of Vistoria. And if it's anything like what happened with Tactop, Destiny, and a couple of other gacha games as well, or other games as well, is that this anime will be used as somewhat of a promotional material for the game more so. Maybe it depends on the contracts and how Omori's relationships are going to be with Bandai. Who knows? I mean, I don't really want Bandai to be a developer for Danmachi games, to be quite honest. Unless it's FromSoft, but yes. And I mean, they only work as like a helping hand, as a publisher to FromSoft games. That's it. So, I don't know. We'll see. Because of Code Vein, I mean, Code Vein is, yeah, I guess it's a one-off. I mean, it's very rare that they can go from there, you know? It's a one-off in, like, many games that they've done. And even Code Vein wasn't perfect. It was a good game for sure, really good game. I think you can also say Scarlet Nexus, the Tales games as well, are pretty solid as well. You've got some good games in their roster, but they've never had a perfect game necessarily. And of course, as long as they have a good game, then yeah, sure. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Tales of Crestoria, the Tales gachas have not done well, bro. Tales of, what was that game, bro? Oh my god, the portrait game. I don't know, Luminera or something it was. Holy shit, what a shitty game, bro. What a sad little game, bro. What a sad game. What a sad game. That was very much a disaster for sure. I mean, if I had to look at out of the 3 studios they have, right? Because of course, if you guys don't know how Bandai works, is that they have Studio 1, which is God Eater, Code Vein, and a couple of other games like Soul Calibur and Ace Combat, as well as Tekken as well. Sorry, Tekken as well. You have Studio 2 or Studio S, which is for the Nintendo Switch and also just Nintendo games, period. So like Smash Bros, Mario Kart, all of these games. Studio 3 is Tales, Scarlet Nexus, Blue Protocol, and a couple of other games as well. To me personally, I'd prefer Studio 3 handling it because of the Tales games, I should say. But that's because I like the Tales games. Yeah, the Tales gacha games aren't good to rely on, but the Tales main games like Tales of Horizon stuff look so good and are so well done. And I've heard nothing but praise about those games as well. So if there's any games I would like, it would be probably along those lines more so. Yeah, Trails I've heard very good things about as well. I've heard very good things about Trails. All right, guys. This ain't happening, Chiefs. I think we have to get to 100% for this shit. It's going faster, though. Credit where it's due. It is going faster. We're at 10%. We're only 30% away now. But I don't know about this one, guys. I think we're going to come back tomorrow and try it all over again. And come back. And you have one very good design and gameplay. Hence, I mean, I get the Souls-like thing, but I think Tales of Arise is just as good, even if not better in some ways, in my personal opinion, from the gameplay I've seen and stuff, and from what I've heard. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It depends. I don't necessarily want the character creator thing, because personally I don't think that's the priority for a first. If we're looking at a first Danmachi game, right? I'm talking about a first Danmachi game. I want it to be strictly focused on Bell and the cast members. So that's why I'm saying, you know, that's not required for me personally. That is to say, of course, right? I don't need that. I don't need that in my life personally. World design and character design, I think the Tales series has some banging stuff there as well. So both, I would say, are on par with each other in that regards. And then when it comes to like Monster Hunter, like I'm okay on the Monster Hunter like part, to be honest. I just want it to be a proper mob killer kind of game, more so than anything, a boss killer side of sort of thing. That's where I will say Code Vein, Souls-like games, sure, we'll go from there. But then at that point, just bring in FromSoft for some help, you know? Just drag them in, be like, please help. Please help. Kind of like how Monolith helps with like, you know, what's it called? Legend of Zelda and stuff, would be nice. It would be very, very nice. Not to mention, Tales, of course, more anime-like. Works well with the anime side of things as well. They also had a collaboration with Sword Art Online, Sword Art Online. But yeah, I actually want to join a familiar type game. I think that's something they can do in the future, kind of like a Xenoverse game. But I don't think that's something we need at first, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day, I think the bigger priority for them is to bring in a new audience to sell to the franchise. And I think the best way to do that is with the current cast, rather than obviously just chucking in players and being like, okay, try and figure out everything yourself, which I think can be something they do in the future, of course, when people know about that world and, you know about how the rules and everything work a lot better, because that'll be, people will be more engaged with that idea versus, you know, oh, yeah. That's why even now, when we're getting full into Water and Light, people are saying like, oh, it's going to be based in the Age of Heroes and stuff. And I'm like, no. I love the Age of Heroes. Don't get me wrong. Lore-wise, it would be amazing. A character creator thing would also be fantastic. I'd love to join a familiar of my choice and stuff like that and create my own path. But I don't think that's the first priority at all when it comes to a new game, in my opinion. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be Bell's story again and again and again. Like, there's no reason for that. We've seen that. I mean, that's why Full End of Water and Light is so interesting to me, because it's potentially going to be it is an original story by Omori. Just draft Omori in, make a new story. You're good to go. Thumbs up there. Have fun kind of thing. I don't think it needs to be Bell's story again and again. Of course, I think there will be a game like that in the future anyways, where we'll get all the content, seasons 1 to 4 and all that jazz, right? For sure. But maybe not immediately in the near future, but you can easily go down the original route as well. I don't think it's a problem whatsoever. I think that's absolutely fine. And the thing is, if the problem is, I also feel like with the character creator thing, right? The creator character thing, I feel like, especially when it comes to being part of an IP thing, right? For example, Xenoverse, Shinobi Strikers, and a couple of other anime games as well, they end up being retellings anyways. They just chuck you in and be like, okay, things have gone wrong, go fix it, kind of thing. Or, oh, you're just a side cast member, but you're watching this guy's story being retold. It doesn't, the things don't change at all, because at the end of the day, they have to still put in the main characters and cast members in the game in some way, shape, or form. And so you're anyways going to see, you're going to be dragged along somehow, some way, and be retold the story. Like, for example, this is how I personally imagine create a character story would go in Danmachi, in all honesty, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is what happens if we do get one. You'll create a character, you'll join a familiar, but at the end of the day, you'll be dragged from that familiar and be part of Belt's party, kind of like how Welf and Mikoto ended up being anyways. And so you're just gonna go down his storyline at the end of the day. That's the problem, I feel, as well. So, I don't know. I feel like that's going to be the case if they do a create a character thing. So at the end of the day, if I'd rather they just go down the original story route with the main cast, if Omori is gonna do that, you know? I really hope not. Please, let's not. The bar is very low. It cannot be like another Infinite Combat. There is just no way. They cannot do that. They cannot do that to us. I'm not a fan of self-insert. That's fair. That's another thing as well. Not a lot of people are fans of self-insert, but yeah. But I don't think that would happen. That's the thing. I don't think that would happen. I mean, like Lanzo said, maybe they might do Sword Oratoria side of things where you dungeon dive with the Loki familiar, but it's either that or it's Bell. You're not gonna dungeon dive with your own familiar, I feel, at all in a Danmachi creator character game, I feel. Because I don't think it would be an original story with the creator character. Well, it would be original, they'd say, but then it's technically you just being an extra part of the bloody mess, basically. Would you like it if they made visual novels for Danmachi? Danmemo. I mean, Danmemo is basically a visual novel with an RPG gameplay element to it. Let's be real. Catster, you will have your own story like Sword Art Story, maybe, but I don't feel that would happen. It's just, I'm just saying this based on anime creator characters that we've had so far. Anime games that have had creator character. Xenoverse was like this. Shinobi Strikers was basically like this as well. And so many other games as well. It's just like, I get it, and I'd love it to be an original story, but it seems like there's this one direction that anime games have, and they're not deviating from it. But asking for own character would be more logical. But then you, how would you sell? I mean, you could still have, I guess, the Loki familiar and all, because a year before, the only thing you'd be missing is Bell and Hestia familiar as a whole, technically. No Haruhime, no Lily, and so on and so forth. I guess you could still see Lily, but highly unlikely, right? You would see the other members still as well. Maybe that could work. But again, I don't know. Because then you'd have to figure out how you would, what would be the focal point of the story as well, in terms of the original side of things, right? Wow, this download has been going super fast. I know, right? Well, at least at the end, it's been going fast. We're at 86%, guys. We're almost done. 14 more percent. Woo! I think that would be the only way they could kind of get around it, in my opinion, because they still have to have the cast members. The thing is, right, the cast members still have to be there, because obviously when it comes to an anime gacha game, not gacha game, the main selling point is the IP and the franchise. And if you don't have the characters there, it's going to be a bit of a problem. And that's why, oh, there we go. And that's why I've been saying for Full in Water and Light, I need how it could go. Alright, there we go. I don't necessarily think it would be cringeworthy. I think, well, obviously I can see why people would say it would be cringeworthy as well. I don't think it would be cringeworthy. I just think it's not necessarily smart of them to do it, in my opinion, so soon. I think there needs to be a lot of time and a lot of development of the Danmachi IP in the gaming world before you tackle that, in my opinion. I just got double G on the only units I have A5 Tiona, sorry. Woo. Yeah, I got like A9 or A8, I think at this point. Loki, I think it's A9 Loki. I got Ryu, and I got A5 Hephaestus finally. So that's something, I guess, but yeah. That's rough. Wow, thank you, Hestia. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't mind Bell's story as well. And I mean, we've not had Bell's story in a game properly, let's be real. Dawn Crow, let's be real, it's not a good representation of that. And it's based on the anime more so than the light novel. I'd love a Danmachi game that's more on the light novel than the anime. Then you have, of course, the likes of Danmemo, which, yeah, it did a good job, I guess, but like, you know, it's a gacha game. Not everybody's had the opportunity to see Bell's story. And then Infinite Combat was the only one that we had, and it was like one season. So, yeah. We've not had a proper adaptation of the light novel in any game, really. Let's be real. Or light novel, anime, whatever you name it. It's never been a proper adaptation outside of the gacha games, which is, I wouldn't say it's great either, you know? Down Cross Crew is good for you. The 3D animations in the story is clunky. I'd say it's not bad. It's not perfect by any means, but for what I was expecting and what we got, it's not bad at all. I think it's all right. It's not amazing by any means of the imagination. It's all right. But yeah, I like to see. I don't mind seeing Belle's story being adapted into any game because, like I said, we've not had it adapted at all. Or heck, if they want to do Sword of Rotoria as well, that's also fine with me. But again, I think you'd have to wait for Sword of Rotoria to, or not Sword of Rotoria. Sorry, you'd want to do Belle's story first and then do the Sword of Rotoria game. All right, eyes, come save Belle. Thank you. Liaris Freeze is born. There we go. Look at that Bower from a 3-star unit. The Bower. Good old 4,000 damage. It's crazy, man. In the tutorial, we get 4,000 damage and then we go into the main game and it's like, here's just an easy million. All right, there we go. At least we managed to get in-game. I got it for $2. I still have to play it. But yeah. I have it ready. I played 8 minutes of it just to set it up and everything. But that was back last year. Last Jan, by the way. I've just not found the right opportunity to play it and stream it. Maybe once we get more info on Full End of Water and Light, but yeah. Yeah, there's a Hero Fest of Welf and Haruhime. I need to make a video on them. I'll probably do that tomorrow morning, but yeah. No, I know. I mean, the thing is, I don't mind how a game looks. Like, for example, I know some people will call me for this. I like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I know many people don't, but I like it. And the way it looks doesn't matter to me. In fact, I think it's very nostalgic even whenever I play it because I just enjoy how it looks. Oh, fuck off. We're not doing this. I'm gonna let this download. We'll be back tomorrow for more Danmemo. I'm gonna let this download, bro. I can't do this. I cannot do this. We ain't doing this shit. We ain't doing this shit. But yes. There's no way to switch language, right? No, unfortunately not. No. A Tales of Arise style Danmachi game would be perfect, pretty dope. I mean, we said it earlier. We were actually talking about that earlier. We literally said, I said Tales of Arise personally. I'd love Tales of Arise in Danmachi. That would work as well. But anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow with more Danmemo JP. We're gonna let this download off stream. But yes, thank you guys all so much. It was fun chatting with you all. I mean, at the end, we got some really fun topics to discuss and stuff like that. But yeah. I'm as you right now. I'm at 60% and I spend more or less a day. Yeah, it takes a while. I started at 6:30, 7-ish. I think I started at 7, I want to say, more so. But yeah, it's been 4 hours. This will take another couple of hours, but we'll be back tomorrow. Of course, thank you guys all so much for watching the live stream. As always, appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. More Danmemo will still be on the channel. Don't worry. It'll be here. We will be still doing some more. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Once again, appreciate all of you for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next one. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.